So Polar Tensor has been great. What can I say? Its deposits was simple. The withdrawals are simple. Everything about it has been simple. The downside is it's not returning 1.8% a day guaranteed for 7 days a week. Like a lot of programs we've seen, they popped up and they go away as quick as they pop up. I don't think any of us are safe from them because they get so exciting, right? You look at 1.8% a day, you start using the calculator, you're like, wow, in 7 months, 8 months, this can just change people's lives. And then they're gone. So the downside to Polar Tensor is that the returns have been like 2% a week, 3% a week. The upside is it's real, and the upside is that it's not a rug pull. The upside is that when you stop and look and do the comparison, 2% a week, even 1% a week, clearly is better than a bank account, savings account, even a high yield savings account, mutual funds, deferred compensation, 401k, 457 Roth IRA, the 529s, you get it, right? So traditional vehicles, Polar Tensor is crushing. I mean, that's for now. There's no income guarantees. There's the usual disclaimer I'm going to say, right? I'm not guaranteeing income. I'm not saying I'm not a financial planner. Past results do not dictate future results. I mean, you've got to do your own diligence in any of these programs. And that's not to say that anyone who's gotten rug pulled by any of these other programs. I think I mentioned the BG Wealth, BG Wealth, Quantro. There was that New Era. There's another one. A friend of mine reached out to me, and he's a good guy. So, you could get caught up in those things again because it's like, wow, you look at the potential, you start playing with the calculator, you're like, this is incredible. But there was a friend of mine reached out to me with one of them recent, like 2 weeks ago, and it's like this is great. You're gonna double your money. He gave me the whole income disclaimer, get your seed money out, and then he said, texted me back, it's a scam, it's a rug pull. So I forgot the name of it. So, and I understand, because you look at 1% a day, 2% a day, like this is incredible. So Polar Tender doesn't have any of that. It's like 2% a week, 3% a week, less than 2%. Either way, what I do like about it, and I think everyone will ultimately come this way if you're in this space, and if you're in the network marketing space too. I do want to touch on that a second at the end of this video, and I have other videos that really get in depth with that. But you know, at some point we have to bring it down and say, you know what? This is a program. I can grow my money. I like the transparency. I like that they see the guy Felix Bick. I wasn't in Vegas, but I have friends of mine that I've met personally and had lunch with that I know personally that have been with him. He shows his face on Zooms. There's people that are in contact with him 5 days of the week, and the transparency of showing the trades. Now, I'm not a trading expert. I'm not going to sit there but in all intensive purposes, everything looks solid. I've consumed enough content on it. I've been on enough Zooms for me personally to be comfortable enough to do a video like this about it. And it's been really good. The affiliate program, the compensation plan, the rewards program. It's funny, we have all these words for it. The rewards program is solid, is really good. It's done well. If you have any experience in network marketing, it's a very solid plan. And it's something that, look, in order to do a video like this or call some friends or build a business, you first have to use it. So create a free account. There's a link around here. You can create a free account. I do Zooms with my team, and we just started. We're going to start growing, and we're going to crush this because we feel that we have the vehicle and the longevity and the leadership in place. And all that being said, look, anything can happen tomorrow. We don't know. I mean, the weather changes, things can change, so you can't predict the future. But with that being said, the program itself, from a network marketing perspective, if you've been involved in network marketing, right, or home-based business space, what are your options if you have any experience? The reality is you can't have residual income or recurring income if you don't have recurring orders. If you have anything like an auto ship or a membership, anything where people have to pay every single month, they have too many options. I'm going to do a presentation and really get into it with I mean, people's choices. If you're in wellness, people's choices that we have with Amazon is really makes it difficult to retain a customer base, a solid customer base and a team in a traditional network marketing business that sells products with $100, $150 a month auto ship, 100 points, 150 points. 15% or less the leg, 10% less the leg. It doesn't matter. Your retention numbers are working against you in a bad way there. And then when you look at the matrix model, and I say this from experience, I've been in both and I've touted both as great. And then you find out that, the retention isn't there. It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for retention without hype? Right? Are you looking to build a recurring income without the hype? And it might not be as fast and as you would think it would be. But the reality is most of us work 40, 50, 60, 70 hours a week for a long period of time. A lot of people, well, not as many, but myself, I worked 25 years to get to a pension that pays you every single month. That's recurring, that's residual income. It's residue of work that was done. So if you were able to do that instead of 25 years in 2 to 5 years, like actually, not like, oh, you could do it in 2 to 5 years with a product-based business because you can't. And if you could, there wouldn't be this scrambling all of. We have the data's in. Unless you started a business like a like a I won't mention companies like a big business with one of these big companies, and you brought in hundreds of people and you started this 25 years ago, 30 years ago, and you have a customer base and you can absorb the retention and the attrition back and forth, and you can absorb it, and your income may fluctuate from, 50,000 a month to 40,000 a month to 60,000 a month. You're okay. You're in a good spot. But if you're not in that position and you've really in the last 5 years, because I have bounced around and tried different things. I tried the matrices, right? I built a nice live good business that actually does still pay me, but the retention isn't there because customers have to pay $10 every single month for something that they don't really need that membership. You see these other memberships pop up. I've done videos on behalf of some of them, but the value isn't there. So the value isn't there for the customer. You can't have a customer base. You can't build a business. That's it. Now you can say that your product is the greatest product ever. You can't get it anywhere else, whether it doesn't matter what it is. It could be peptides or collagen. There's so many different things and they are great. Who doesn't want to look good, feel good, lose weight, less aches and pains? Everyone wants that. So it's in demand, but everyone could go to Amazon for it and they don't have to be on auto ship for it. And so that makes it a very difficult program to participate in if you're looking for recurring income. The difference with Polar Tensor, for example, is that the customer, and I'm going to end this quick, the customer, make sure you take a look at this. I'm doing Zooms on this. The customer, a person that starts an account, whether it's for $100 or $100,000 or anywhere in between, because you start a free account, you could start for as low as $100. That customer is literally, should the program keep doing what it's doing, even if they make money every single week without a monthly cost. And when you are paid from the rewards program, right, through your team of customers, your customer base, and they're not coming out of their pocket every single month, you could stack. You could in other words, not stack, like you can stack. I'd rather stack nickels, dimes, quarters, dollars than have $10 bills coming in that I have to replace, if that makes sense, over and over again. If you have a hamster wheel, a business with a lot of churn, you may as well be in real estate and make sales on high ticket items. So this Polar Tensor program has been great. It has been. And I didn't come out swinging with it because it wasn't returning like these other programs were. And of course, I've been apprehensive because of the, PTSD involved with network marketing, with crypto programs, with everything like that. But it's at a point now, it's just like, hey, take a free position, create a free account, get on some of my Zooms and some of the Zooms, and I have a whole video series, and see how you feel about it. It's like anything else. And I want to make sure I end is like if you try a product-based business, try the product, see if it works for you, and see if you can, and then you tell people about it. So I wanted to say that this program's been really good, really excellent, and it's doing everything they said they're gonna. It's doing. The transparency's there, and I didn't even mention in this video the asset protection that makes it literally something very different. So if you need anything, let me know. There's links around here you can click. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the top. Let's go do it.